So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to our second Race Wars. Second Race Wars means that this is Zeg host Race Wars. Last Race Wars was won by the Terran team, and they earn 100 bucks. They won 100 bucks through this race wars. And today they will also fight for 100 bucks for the team, and the rules are the same. This today Zeg team will be the host, which means that they will choose their first opponent. They will have opportunity to replace the player with another one who played already, and they will be able to skip one map, which I know that if the game on Sparkle will happen, I know I know that this will be the map which will be replaced. So this these are our small rules, and I guess we can be ready to start. I see all the players on the chat. I just need to ask the captains. About organization issues. Who Aeon will choose to start first? Who Zerg team will challenge? And who will be the first player out of Zerg team and out of the opponents? The captains are here. I mean, 2 out of 3. We are missing Mr. Kryok. Let me just call him. And we will have the team of Protoss today will be Dewalt as a captain, and the players in his sleeve will be Tech, Oya, and Arts Neon, a very strong Protoss team. The team of the Zergs, the captain will be Aeon Zerg, and the players in his sleeve will be Gornish, Avilov, and Taitu, also very strong team. And Terran team have small replacement from last week. The captain will be Kryok, and the players in his sleeve will be Terror, Dandy, and Marvin. So it looks like our Terran team is also very strong. So for me, it will be interesting. Hello, Mr. Wima. Hello, Mr. Rage, Favorite, Vitali, Imantek, Karolcha, of course, Arts Neon, Rock, Mindflyer, Meorm, and all the other guys. What is the prize pool for the draft? I don't know. You should ask the chat. This is a good question. This is a very good question. What is the prize pool for the draw? Terran team. So we will have ZVT. ZVT on Circuit Breaker. Zerg versus Terrans. Aeon chooses Terrans. Why not? Let's see what will happen. I mean, maybe Aeon wants to take revenge on the Terrans because last time they were so close to win against the Terran, but then they won it. Check your Discord. Oh, and Zerg team is starting with the very hard. I mean, they are starting with their captain And let's see what will be with our Terran team. Who will be facing Aeon? Aeon wants to show how good he is. And who will be his opponent? This is the question. For me, it looks interesting. Already, because any of the players who will be chosen from the Terran team, which have opportunity to call, I mean, they have opportunity to call Cryok, Terror, Dandy, and Marvin. So, whoa, wee wah. This is my comment on that. And Karinka, you already decided for a race? I guess Karolcha will decide with a Protoss, because Protoss is pyramids, but maybe she will like choose a Zerg like me, but just to punish the pyramids. But Zerg is, I believe Zerg is too hard for a beginning. So I think Protoss would be a good choice, but Karolcha is a very ambitious girl and she might even try to choose a Zerg. But Cadenzi chooses Zerg. Maybe we could bring Cadenzi to make a teaching stream with Karolcha if Cadenzi will agree. I think that the ladies' minds are a little bit different, so maybe the understanding of the game, and Cadenzi is definitely one of the best girls in the world who is playing this game right now, so maybe she will be able to like get into Karolcha's mind and say, you should do that, you should think this way, and maybe it will work. Terror. Okay. Okay, so we will have Aeon Zerg versus Terror for a start. On Secret Breaker. Aeon versus Terror or on Secret Breaker. For me, it looks interesting. Too hard for me. I know that. I know that with that words I could not achieve what I wanted to achieve, but I mean, this is the hardest game in the world, but you will see. She never played Brood War. She don't know how it is to try to micro while trying to build something at home. And when you are microing with your Mutalisks, you are seeing that your Mutalisks are getting irradiated, and in the same time you see that drop is coming to your natural and in your main base, and you need to choose. Should I split my Mutalisks? Or should I save my drones? Or maybe should I save my main base? Or what should I do? And if I'm quick enough, I will do everything. But for me, it's like, fuck the mutas and save the drones. or like, I don't need economy. I will just be able to manage with the Mutalisks. So, I don't know if Mr. Foxham is here, but I will make a small pool. You can vote for Terrar, or you can vote for Aeon Zerg. Who do you think will win? And I'm really happy that we are seeing the guy called Marvin today, because He is definitely one of the best Terrans in the world. We don't see him very often, but let's hope he will be more active these days. So, what should we do now? What should we do now? I will make the game. I will make the game and we should be able to go directly into this game. I'm asking the players for the turn rate. And Terror said, go 24. This is pretty funny because it's almost impossible. Hello, Mr. Foxrun. I made the first pool, but Foxrun will be our pool maker if I'm correct and if Foxruns have a time to do it. And we are starting with the game number 1 between Eonzek and Terror. Let me just put, as you can see, I was not playing Brood War since Sunday. Eonzek against Terror. Very interesting match. Let me just put the sounds a little bit higher. I hope you can hear everything correctly. And spawn as a brown Zerg in the bottom right position, the captain of Zerg team. It is Eonzek. And spawning in the top left position, directly from Peru, as an orange Terran. Terror. Cross position, what does it mean? What cross positions might mean for our players? It might mean that 5 pool will not work as it should and 8 racks will not work as it should. But does it change anything? Does it? Or I don't know. I don't know, guys. But look at the APM of the guys. They are not waiting until something important will happen. They just want to warm up. And I'm surprised that South Americans even know that there is a turn right 24 option. Maybe between each other they can play that. But this is very funny. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. We are starting with the Race Wars number 2. Let's if you like this idea, please comment on Team Liquid and let us know what would you like to change, what are your opinions, give us some feedback. I'm really into the feedback, especially that we are finishing with BSL 4, and if I will start BSL 5, I would like to make it more professionally, so I want to set everything up perfectly, so I need your feedback to do it, because I'm doing it for you. So what would be the changes without your opinions, if I'm saying it correctly? I hope you know what I mean. Everyone is going for the 2-hatch strategy, which might mean that we will see very aggressive Muta micro. I don't see any lag, so So I'm very curious what will happen. Especially that Terror is going for Factory, which might give him opportunity to go for the fast vessel, but it will be probably... Oh, but Eon is blocking with 2 drones. He don't want to let Terror see that this is double hatchery. Only 2 hatcheries built. I think that Terror should be curious. What is going on over there that he don't want to show it to me? And now the Lynx will try to block the SCV, but SCV will probably get through. No, Eon is trying to block it. This is very important block. He can't let this SCV pass. Oh, Eon almost got it. And what Terror will see? Terror did see nothing beside the spawning pool, but it was obvious because Lynx was chasing him. And right now we are having 6 Lynx from Eon's egg, and there is a first Vulture coming. This is a very fast Vulture, and Eon needs to be careful, and Terror is going for very tricky strategy. 3 barracks after the factory. Of course, Eon is making 1 million of Lynx, but he needs to be careful. The Lynx are having speed already, but he needs to be careful because there is a Vulture. Terror needs to microwave this Vulture perfectly, but Eon have a speed, so he should be able to catch this Vulture. How many Lynx this Vulture should be able to take with his Sam? There are a lot of Lynx coming to the Terror main base, and there is only 2 Marines and 1 Vulture. Terror needs to be careful because if he will lose this Vulture, he will be in terrible position. There is first medic, so at least this Lynx will be able to scout the 3 barracks. And right now Eon knows exactly what he's playing against, but I think this Lynx might be enough to finish the Terror. No, there is fire button, there is a medic, so it might be enough to defend it, but there is a lot of STVs falling. They are falling. Oh, that's true, we need more good intro music, and I have a friend who is preparing intro for us, but there is so much going on. A lot of SCVs are dying. I think Eon wants to buy as much time as possible. The Spire is halfway done, and there are only 4 firebats. I think now Terror will try to pump up as many Marines as possible, and he will try to deal some damage with these firebats because against Mutants they will be useless, and Eon is trying to snipe some SCVs. He's doing a very good job with these things because he forces steam on these Marines, and right now there are 4 firebats moving into the Eon base, and what will he be able to do? He should add some Sunkens. I don't know if 1 Sunken will be enough, especially that that Terror probably might try to sneak into the main base of Eon, but Eon is adding 1 more Sunken colony, and it might be great for him because this is great cross position, so he might have a time. But look at the micro from Terror. He was trying to kill his own factory. This is such a good manner play from our Peruvian Terran, but look how small the number of SCVs are, and Eon is aware that he might try to run into the main base, but it will definitely not be enough against 2 Sunkens, and it looks like Terror is losing this game. Excellent aggression by Eon. He made it like a Sulky, like Effort or like J-Dong. It was excellent play by him, and SCVs are killing the Lynx, but there are only 7 SCVs left. 6 SCVs left. Excellent sniping for Eon. And there are Mutalisks already, so will Terror have enough to hold it? This is the question. These units will not be able to do anything. Maybe this Link will die. Yeah, this Link died, but this is it. And where is the engineering bay? I don't see any, so Terror will try to hold it only on the Marines. Of course, Eon is macroing Mutalisks only with 1 extractor, so there will be not as many Mutalisks as we might suspect. There will be like maybe 8 Mutalisks at the beginning, but right now Eon needs to be careful. It is very hard to micro with 3 Mutalisks, but he is able to kill the Marines with only 3 Mutalisks. And this is GG. Excellent aggression from Eon, and very quick game number 1, and Terror is eliminated just like that. Can you imagine? Just like that. I will do so many links that I can just kill you, and Eon is doing it perfectly. I'm loving this style because it shows your opponent you can't be greedy against me because I will use it against you. So very nicely done, and now Protoss team will have to face Eonzerk and will have to find opponent who will be able to fight against Eonzerk on Jade. Oh! So who will be the opponent of Aeon right now? The map will be Jade, and as you may remember, we was talking with Aeon on the BSL 4 Group D on Sunday, and Aeon said that Jade is pretty good map for a Zerg. So let's see what will be the choice of a Protoss, because they could try to bring Dewold, but maybe Dewold will decide to play on a better map for a Protoss. I don't know what he thinks, because if he will be on 5 o'clock position, it is very hard to make a wall over there, and it is very interesting. So, what can I do now? I can just smile to you and wait until we will have opponent. Of course, if I would have an intro, I could put intro right now. And my friend is taking care of intro for BSL. And I also have a friend who is taking care of a music because when I'm putting a music from Spotify, the YouTube is sending me claims that I'm using the music which is not like the music which I don't have rights to use. So my friend will make our short music because I don't want to mess with anyone, and let's hope we will have everything set up for BSL 5. I don't know when it will start exactly, but we will do it. Sooner or later we will do it. I know the opponent already, and the opponent of Eonzerk will be Arts Neon, and he will be playing on Jade against Eonzerk. So, pretty interesting choice by Mr. Dewold, because the captains are choosing the players who will be playing each other. And we can go with game number 2! Yeah! BSL! Go! Excuse me, there is CNEON. Am I correct? And no AB, small. Let's respect the players' nicknames. They chose them. These are like the name and surname in one sentence, so a small letter can't matter. And spawning on the top left position, representative of Protoss team, this is directly from Finland, Arts Neon. And his opponent, spawning in the bottom right position as a white Zerg, directly from Belgium, this is Eonzerk. And I know that these two cross positions are pretty hard for a Protoss player to make a wall in, so let's see what Arsenal will decide to do, because as we can see he's scouting with the probe after the pylon, but he's going for the gateway anyway. And I never play on this map as a Protoss, so I don't know if it's possible to make a proper wall in here. Hello Mr. Pro Play, hello boys and girls, hello Lemony Lime, and favorite Avilov Cadenzi, hello, and Flak Attack, your daddy, and everyone, nice to see you on BSL. We have a pool. You should type vote Terror or vote Aeon if you want. Oh, now we should make a new pool. It will be Aeon and Artsneon. So you can vote right now, and if I can ask Mr. Foxhunt to make pools, it would be very nice. And as we can see, Aeon was going for the overpool, just in case of a fast gateway, and he cleared it, he found it perfectly. Landowner, thank you for the follow. And yeah, he found the, how should I call it? I mean, he guessed correctly what Arsenal can do, and these are cross positions, so it will be very hard to do anything. But as we can see, Arsenal is going for extremely fast Nexus. I don't know if he's even building the second Zealot, and he needs to be careful because this first Zealot can't die very easily, and if he will lose this Zealot for free, it might be the end of the game, because he's going he started with a very aggressive strategy, and I don't know if he can allow himself to lose this Zealot without dealing any damage. Oh, he took a gas of Aeon. What? And Aeon is even killing it with a drone, so maybe this is not a stupid idea. And it looks like Arsenal is trying to buy as many time as possible with the Zealot. And as we can see, Arsenal should be able to make a cannon on time. And I really like his position. He bought some time with the Zealot. He forced 10 links, and he's making a cannon. I mean, this wall-in looks pretty good. So I don't think Aeon with a leading speed, which is delayed because of the assimilator, should be able to, as we can see, there is a layer before the speed. And thank you, Tejo. Tejo is here. Cybernetic core for Arsenal. Aeon is making drones. So it looks like very normal game right now. I don't know if it will be the first 100 this 100 gas for the speed. I think Aeon started speed already. So, oh, he needs to be careful because he might lose overload, and these 5 Zealots might try to force more links from Aeon. I'm sure that he will make a Spire when the layer will be done, and it will be done in like 2 seconds. So, so yeah, it's done now, and the Spire is up, and Arsenal is trying to scout. This is very important scouting for him, because with that scout he will be able to see that this is no Hydra Bust and there is nothing wild going on. But he, oh my god, he messed it up. Oh my god, so many compliments, and there was no reason from. I mean, the idea was great, so I guess you can make compliments for idea. So Arts Neon is doing pretty good job. He's making the first Corsair. He's preparing 2 pylons just to make like 25,000 of gateways, and Citadel of Aduna already. So, and look at the scouting from Aeon. He's like searching for the probe. He don't want to let anything go through, and he wants to control all of the units which are trying to move out of Arsenal base. But these are 6 Zealots already. I really like how stably Arsenal is playing. This is 360 APM Protoss, and as you know, Protoss needs only around 100 APM, so he's like tripling the supply, the demand, sorry. Or supply. I don't know the English words. Oh, we are having first Overlord falling. Will it be able to die? I don't know, because the Scourges will be here in a second. Aeon is making 1 sunken over here, 1 sunken over here, just in case, because he saw how many... Oh, he saw how many zeros they are. I wanted to say that this Corsair is in great danger, but Arts Neon with a great control, he understands that the Corsairs might be there, and I'm wondering if he will make cannon over here, because it might be very important. Aeon is a player who likes to abuse mistakes like not having cannon, and look at that, he wants to take a fire of a cannon with the links. This is a high level of ZVP. I need to say it to you. If you are coming with the links, cannon is shooting to the links first, and he's not shooting to the Scourges, and then Scourges have a time to connect with the Corsair. These are very small moves, but in fact they are big moves. So this is what I wanted to say to you. And 4 gateways overall from Arsenal, so he will try to make pretty good ball of Zealots. Aeon is adding more drones, and he's making Mutalisks. He's mining gas from 2 extractors, and he's adding 3rd one. I'm thinking that he might even add +1 Carapace upgrade. As we can see, Arsenal is making his own +1, and it should be done in like also 5 seconds. So, but I don't know. This is a live game, so I'm just guessing. The +1 for the Zealots. There is High Templar already, and Arsenal is adding 1 more gateway. I think this is a good idea, but I don't know if he's aware of these Mutalisks flying here. Of course, the 5 Corsairs with an upgrade should be able to deal with the Scourges, but right now Arsenal might be able to scout the Mutalisks. He didn't see them. The Dark Templar is coming to hunt for the drones. But look at the supplies. Aeon is very close with the supplies. He is in a very comfortable position. He's playing his own game, and there are some players in the world that if you will let them play their own game, if you don't punish them in some way, they will do incredible job. And I think Aeon is one of these players, and now he's doing whatever he wants. I don't understand why he is waiting with the Mutalisks. Maybe this will be some kind of timing attack, and right now he will be able to snipe the High Templar, but he needs to be careful because the storm should be ready. Of course, Arts Neon didn't realize this is happening, and he lost High Templar for free. There are Corsairs coming, but maybe Aeon was waiting for the Carapace, and no Scourges connection. No Scourges connection, and these Mutalisks might have a very hard time to fight with the... Oh, but now the Scourges should connect. 2 Corsairs go down immediately. Just like that. Hello Ending Live, hello Bandit and Zesagi, Debaser and Cedric. Hello everyone and welcome to the chat. Nice to see you here. And we are having 10th minute of the game. Arsenal is having 100 supply and Neon is having 19 supply, and this is a timing attack. Speed for the overloads should be done in a second, and this is a timing attack. He wants to cancel this expansion. He don't want to let Arsenal to take the 3rd very easily, and this he will try to go with a timing attack. He's adding 1 more evolution chamber, Queen's Nest. The +1 upgrade for Hydra-Risk should be also done in a second. The overload, he's only waiting for overload speed, and I believe This is what keeping Arsenal alive, because Aeon is afraid of Dark Templars. There are of course 3 High Templars, and the Mutalisks are dying very quickly, and let's see what will be the Storm result, because it will all depend on the storms and what will be the nice Storm number 1, but also nice dodge from Aeon. I think Arsenal is going a little bit too optimistic with this attack, and he's losing almost everything, and he should cancel this Nexus because there is no way that he will defend it. Of course, the number of the gateways from Mr. Arsenal is impressive, and maybe he will be able to macro it up. Aeon is making 4th expansion in the same time, so he's using the time when Arsenal is taking care of this army, and he wants to make his economy better and better. Very nice Storm from Arsenal. There are a lot of Dragons, but there is no other Storm, and only Dragoons are fighting. There is a Storm right now, but only Dragoons are fighting the Hydralisks, and you don't want to exchange Dragoons for Hydralisks. It looks like Arsenal is making small mistakes. The army of Zerg is getting smaller and smaller, and now he will be able to make some usage of the Corsairs. As we can see, there is no Carapace for the air units, so these 5 Corsairs should be able to deal with the Scourges when they will try to hunt against them. And sorry for the info, this is this way, this is just Excel, but you can see the players who will play today on this picture, on this image. My friend is making for us a small program to like manage the race wars, so it should be better for next week. Oh, nice dodge of the Storm, but also very nice Storm from Arsenal, but right now I don't see any more Storms from him. He's mining from his expansion, so he would like to secure it very much, but I think the making Archon right now would be a good idea for him. Aeon is trying to snipe the High Templars, but look at the supply difference. It looks like Arsenal is stabilizing. This is pretty impressive, because I felt like Aeon had everything he needed. He won very important engagements, and he's having 6 hatcheries plus 1 upgrade for the weapon. I need to slow down a little bit. We are still having like 10 games left, and yeah, I'm stupid that I'm exhausting myself so much. Is there robotics facility? Mr. Wima is asking. Yes, there is robotics facility. There is second forge from Arsenal. I love this second forge. I don't see observatory, but I believe it should be there in few seconds. He of course killed 2 lurkers already with the zealots, so he's aware that he should have observer if he wants to move out, but maybe he wants to start the upgrades first. And it is very, I mean, Arsenal is playing this game very, very nicely. I mean, being able to survive the pressure of Aeon. This drone is idling, it should mine gas. Why are you not working, bro? There is a Dark Templar over here, and Aeon is making a small transition into longer game. Look at that. When he was attacking, he was able to make a tech into the hive, and he already have a hive. There is a hive mount, the defiler mount on the way. The Nidus canal, the node channel, excuse me, Nidus canal is here, and also observer from Arsenal is here. He's making upgrades with 2 forges, so 3-1 on the way, and this is pretty strong army composition. Pretty big number of Dragoons and also 3 High Templars. Pretty good upgrades. Of course, Aeon should have 2-0 also soon, so this, but there are a lot of Sunkens, so Aeon understands how we should play the PvZ on this map. He was saying to us that this is a very good map for a Zerg against a Protoss, and he was not lying. That he knows how to play here, and I have a feeling that he's pretty secure over here. I don't know if Arsenal should like go for it. Oh, this way. This storm was not bad at all. But will it be enough? He have only 1 observer. There is a spore over here, and the lurkers are dealing incredible amount of damage. Of course, all the lurkers are very, very hurt, and he's trying to snipe the spore colony, but but it looks like all the dragoons are dying. And look at the army of Aeon, he is coming to flank him. Oh. Oh, all the dragons are dying, oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow, hi 5 to safety. And all the forces of Mr. Arts Neon is gone. What can I say to you? Aeon is playing ZVP like a master. I don't know if you saw, but he have awarded the game against Best, this Korean Best Protoss in his YouTube channel. And he was playing a very long macro game against one of the best Protoss in the world, and he won this game. I don't want to spoil it to you, but I did it already, so maybe I want to. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the adrenaline upgrade should be there. I think the most important factor for Mr. Artsneon is this huge upgrades he have, but will he have the numbers to do it? There is a speed shuttle also, and he's flying very nicely with them just now. Oh, Aeon will not scout the shuttle. This is excellent shuttle control with Artsneon, and I think he should be able to do something with that. Of course, there are Scourges in a perfect position, but it will need some attention from Aeon to do anything. I don't think these Scourges will fly by themselves. Of course, oh, he's going directly to the main base. And one storm here, Aeon is escaping, 2 drones died. And also, oh, some more drones are dying. Very nice save from Artson. Did you see this Bisu or Stork or like Nalra or Reach move? I don't know whose move was that, but it was great. And he's still dealing some damage with the high temperatures. Of course, Aeon is aware of that danger and he's escaping with the drone, but every drone... Whoa! And there was a shuttle once. And every drone pool is costing Aeon a lot of money, so... yeah. And oh my god, reverse from Arsenal, this is genius. This is the army composition which Arsenal needs. I mean, this is such a powerful army. I really like how Arsenal... I mean, I really like double forge, but I don't like that he's not making more upgrades out of it. But right now he's having the speed for the shuttle, and he will be able to micro with the reverse probably very nicely, but he needs to be careful. He can't lose the core of his army. These dragoons and these archons are not the units he wants to exchange. I believe he should like exchange the zealots, and he took half of his army. The second half is coming, and I think this is pretty good position for Arsenal. Where are the storms? Where are the storms? Come on! We need to see some good storms. And Aeon was trying to flank it, but I think he still have almost enough. Two upgrades. Oh, and Artsneon is not paying attention, and these High Templars, these 3 High Templars might die. This is a small mess from him, because this like 6 units are so important. If he would have these units in this army, these zealots would not look like... These are almost zealots right now. There is only 1 High Templar in this army, and of course he's doing a very good job. Oh, and he needs to be careful with the shuttle. It was so close to lose most important shuttle in his life. The rivers are also there. And he's killing this expansion right now. It looks like the Aeon army is disappearing. I mean, he still have a lot of limit and pretty good upgrades, but But I think that Arsenal is doing pretty good job with these attacks, and he's making a lot of distraction in Iron base. In the same time, Arsenal is making expansion over here. Iron is scouted right now, but what will be the result of this flank? Because this is very important. There are no scarabs in the rivers, so they are not rebuilding as quickly as they are shooting. So I don't know what will be there. Oh my god, very nice storms from Mr. Arsenal. I love how good he's playing this game. Whoa. He's sending some units here. Of course, Aaron is aware of this expansion, and maybe he will even let Arsenal to make it. I don't even know if this pylon is in the right position, but let's hope he didn't block his Nexus. 18 into 31 kills on these two rivers. Definitely enough, and huge value out of our Finlandian player from Finland. So 67% of the people are thinking that Eonzek will win, but so far we are seeing very close game. Of course, Arsenal needs to put very good storms, and he's doing that. Very good storms out of him. He's having such a big surface, the same as Eon, but Eon is still mining from like 3 bases, but he's mined out in the main base and in a natural, so he needs to be careful. Of course, Arsenal is only mining from this base, so I mean, these are such an important units out of him. Very good storms, but I don't think that losing these units was the best thing ever. And he is like making a travel. This is some kind of like walk of shame. You need to go in the lurker field. But this army out of Arsenal, I mean, it looks very cheap, but it is also very powerful. Because this is well upgraded, but also the Zerg army have a 2-2 upgrades. So Arsenal needs to do something with this army. He needs to secure another expansion because he's out of mineral right now when Aeon have 2 fresh bases. So what will be the result? Of course, if Arsenal will defend these 2 bases, it will be very good situation for him. But he needs to do it first, and then we will be able to say that this is good situation. As we can see, a lot of units are coming into bottom left position. Aeon wants to deny this expansion. He knows that this is the most important position in these maps right now, and the probes are being killed by the lurkers and the storm, the suicide storm, the traitor. There is one zealot again. I guess some spawning pool is set up over here, but there are only zealots, and zealots against hydralisks and lurkers and links are terrible, so I believe it will be very hard for Mr. Arson to save it. He will try to make the flanking move, and maybe this will work for him, but he needs to do it perfectly, and of course he needs to bring Observer with him, because like these zealots will be almost dead when they will come to fight to the hydralisks, because they will took so much damage, and unfortunately for our Protoss player, he's out. Oh, and this storm was a miss. Of course, he still have like 100 minerals, so. But this is it. This is what is left for Mr. Arsenal. And the GG! Very good game. I'm very impressed by the Mr. Arsenal. He was playing this game like a boss. I need to say that he was not afraid of Aeon. He wanted to bring us a good game, and he did it. Huge respect to him, and you should also follow Arsenal. He's streaming some RaceWars, some 2v2. He's observing a lot of games, so you should go and check out Mr. Arsenal because he's a cool dude. And Aeon said that he will have his own song soon, so maybe this will be the song for BSL intro. Let's hope it's not Disco Polo, and it will be fine. And now we'll have and again Aaron is winning, so he knew what to do when he put himself into in charge as a first player. Yeah, third base seems very hard on this map. It is very hard, that's true. That's why Aeon took this base when he was attacking Arsenal, and when Arsenal was coming with revenge attack, he already have Sunkens there. So it might seem not planned, but it was the whole plan of Aeon to take this base directly in this time, and he did it perfectly, very nicely. We are waiting. We are waiting. And we are waiting for our Terran representation or Terran representative. I don't know. In Poland it would be representant, and yeah. And these are RaceWars 2. RaceWars number 2. We will have the next week RaceWars number 3, which might be the last one. I don't know what will be the feedback from you guys. If you will like it, please let us know. And the next week, the Terran team will be the host. And in 30 minutes, maybe in 2 games, maybe if it will be long game, in 1 game, Karolcia will come here and we will make a draw of a bracket. I have it prepared. I have this beautiful graphics for you. Let's hope you can see it. Yeah, so this will be the draw. And Vincent is hosting my stream for 8 viewers. Thank you, Vincent, for your host. Vincent is a guy who is casting the Chobo League, and very nice game. Of course, the Brood War Clan League is his main job, I would I would say, but he is also casting the Chobo League. He was casted the week 1 and week 4, if I'm correct. So very good job out of him, and he will be there for BSL Chobo again, so huge thanks to him. Okay, Krajok. Okay, więc so Eon versus Krajok on Gladiator. Let me just make the game for you. Oh, I think this is enough for you. Out of that, we are going back directly to my professional Excel, professional BSL Excel. I have some cards over there. Maybe, I think it's. I mean, I made Excel for my work just because when I'm making like comparison of insurance from other companies. I made an Excel, and when you are like going with your mouse directly on your terms, you can see like you can see what are the terms of particular like risk, I would say. So I'm using Excel a lot, but this is not Excel, this is Google Excel, and I don't know how to use it, but these are basics, so this should be enough for me. And we are having Eonzek in the game. Cancer is using our Polish international word. So well, let me just bring the players for the group draw. I hope you can hear me. I need to choose 8 players out of that. There is True Touch, there is Nagrim, there is Koget, there is Terror, there is Dewold, Eonzek, and I have 2 missing. Dandy, of course. Who am I missing? Oh, of course, I'm missing Mr. Kare. And I have all the 8 small pages. So our professional drawing is... We are almost ready to do that. We are just waiting for our group selection lady. And are you ready? Oh, I think it's wrong one. Are you ready? Because we will have... Oh, excuse me. We will have Eonzek versus Kryok. Game 3 on Gladiator. Kryok, of course, very, very strong German Terran. So let me introduce the players for you, because now we are having the fight of the captains. Kryok is a captain of Terror team. He's living in Germany, and I believe he's the best Terran out of Germany. I think he might even be considered as a best player out of Germany. I don't know exactly, but I think he's in the best shape out of Germany right now, and he is in a top right position as a blue Terran. And this is a captain of the Zerg team. He won 2 games today. He won against Terror and he won against Artsneon, and right now he is in the top left position as a red Zerg. As a red Zerg, yeah, I'm correct, of course. And Aaron is scouting with his overlord to the wrong direction. As we can see, Kryok is going for the barracks, and the most important question now, if there will be refinery or just fast expansion. Thank you, Squeak. After my last panda joke, I don't think my humor is good for everyone, but I will try to keep myself in like rises. I will not try to not do some stupid stupid jokes. And I'm happy that you are here, boys and girls. I'm happy that you are here commenting, and let's see, we should make a new pool. It will be Eonzerk and Cryok. So we are having new pool, and you can vote who do you think will win, Cryok or Eonzerk. The barracks are already on a field, the marine is in production, so I think it will be fast expansion without gas, so a little bit different approach than in the last game against from Terror, who was playing Terran. He went for 1-1. He was pretending that this is 1-1-1. It was extremely smart strategy in my opinion, but Aeon countered it with Masslinks, so not only Masslinks with Mutalisk follow up. So it was aggression, huge aggression, and he wasn't able to survive it. Hello Rapid Casting. Hello Creative and Oya and all the people in the world who are watching Brood War. 2 Marines are here, but of course Cryok is scouting with the STV how many links there are, if he should be careful, if he should be afraid of some link pressure, but he needs to be careful. He wants to keep this STV as long as possible alive in the Aeon base, because this will give him information if this... Oh, and he might lose it to the Sunken. And of course Aeon very nicely blocking the ramp. He will not let this STV into his main base. The Overlord is here already. Of course Cryok is starting mining from his expansion. He's going for engineering bay, so it will be fast +1. And excuse me, this was like increasing production value. Engineering bay on the way, so +1 from Cryok will start in a second. Right now we can see that it is shining, and Academy on the way, so we'll see 4 barracks probably being added in a second. And Aeon is adding more and more drones. He added Extractor very early. I mean, it is not very early, just a normal Extractor to go for the Mutalisk, so we will not see anything wild. I believe it will be normal. It will be normal Muta build. To vote, you need to put vote like that, for example. You need to add vote and the nickname of the player. So we will see who do you think will win this this best of 1. This is only best of 1, and Cryok very nicely. He's blocking like the opportunity to surround the bunker. I really like this idea from him. Of course, if it would be a lot of links, one of these 2 marines would die very quickly, and then they would be able to surround it. But in this time, Cryok would have a time to react with the SCVs. So this is like very small things, but they are mattering a lot. And people are trying to kill your daddy. I'm happy, guys, that you are in a good humor. We are here to increase our humor skill. 4 barracks from Mr. Cryok. A lot of money from him, 500 minerals, but I believe he's like saving for turrets. Now he's scouted, he sees that, oh my god, he's keeping the larvas for the mutas, and now 9 mutas out of Mr. Aeon, and 2 missile turrets here, probably 2 missile turrets here, and probably also 2 missile turrets here. So Cryok knows what is coming, but sometimes as a Terran player you might know that mutas will come and you might not be ready on time, because good muta micro sometimes can crash you. +1 should be there in few seconds. So these Marines will be much more effective against the Mutas, and let's see what Aaron will be able to do with the Mutas. He's having 9 Mutas already, and there is only one turret over here. Cryok needs to be careful. Of course the 4 Marines are there, but this turret will fall very quickly, and Cryok is not paying attention that he's moving like to oh my god, he's trying to put some aggression with the Marines, and I don't think there is any base he could attack because there are 5 Sankers over here, and Aeon is trying to micro the Marine number. He's trying to stay on top of the barracks because if any Marine will pop out, and there are Marine links coming, and I think it might be the game because the Marines are not on the place. Yeah, this is a game. And Aeon did it again. So, what should I say to you, boys and girls? Oh my god, Mr. Foxhan is so smart. I saw that he was using the comment on the chat to end the pool. And I don't know what comment was that. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to say. So, invalid votes, 55. So, it was very close vote. So, it was probably 52% to ban 0, and 24% for Cryok, and 24% for Aeon. So, excuse me, I'm like missing that I should do something here. Okay, so unfortunately for our Terran team, Cryok is eliminated, and now we will have Sparkle, and Aeon said that he will exchange Sparkle on Fighting Spirit. So who from Protoss team on Fighting Spirit? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oya will be the player out of Protoss team. So game 4 on Fighting Spirit. Avilov is saying to Aaron, you can veto Sparkle if you want, and Aaron is saying, I already did. He said, I mean, before the race was started, Aaron already said, I'm banning Sparkle. So this is like, he's the racist of Sparkle. And I'm pretty happy that I don't have Fighting Spirit is in the last maps I was using. It might mean that we will be saying goodbye to this map. I'm pretty happy to say goodbye to Fighting Spirit. I mean, I still like Circuit Breaker. I didn't play on this map too much because I was inactive on years when this map was very popular. But Fighting Spirit is here for forever. And Foxhan is so smart. Holy moly. And go Oya! Vote Aeon Zerg or vote Oya if you think that one of these players will win. Vote for them and let us know who do you think will play against each other. And Oya is here, and he is even choosing Protoss. As you can see, we are going with the game number 4, and after this game we will make maybe not even this game, maybe even after next game, if it will be quickly. So we are having the match between ERK and IFU. We are having the match between between green Protoss in the top right position, who is Mr. Oya, and his opponent will be the white Zerg, who is in the top left position, and he's Eon Zerg. Oh yeah, of course, the guy who I believe was playing on Havatiu, and he won one game against Scan. So this is something you can like put into your own CV of Broodwars CV. I mean, this is something big because he won a tournament game against Scan. I mean, you can win a practice game against Scan sometimes, but winning a tournament game against Scan, this is great, and I mean, this is something. It matters. Yeah, clever muffins. I probably said that you should vote if any of them will win. Of course, one of them will win. Of course, you can vote draw, but draw will be in 20 minutes, so you should vote one of the players. Ha! So, oh, look at that. Eon is smart, and Oya is not seeing the drone. And right now the drone is in the expansion position, but will he, like, no. Eon is going directly to this expansion. Oh my god, Eon is playing the mind games with Oya, and he was able to make hatchery in excellent timing, and he already making links. Oya, of course, is going with the fast gateway, and this map is allowing Protoss to make fast gateway, to apply a lot of pressure, and then if he will put the forge here, he will have a perfect wall in to defend. I love to play Protoss on this map. I mean, I really like to play Protoss against Zergs in all maps, because I love to cast storms and see the blood, but Oya stealed 8 minerals, so the links are even madder than usually, and he needs to be careful. And what will be the micro of Mr. Oya? His nickname is also IRK Imba, if you don't know him. Very nice micro, he was able to kill one link. Oh, he touched this link, so the Zealot should shoot right now. Oh, now it will not do a lot, but the second Zealot is here. Very nice micro from our Protoss player. Oh my god. Will he save? No, he didn't save the Zealot, but it was like 5 Zealots for 5 links for 1 Zealot is a good trade for a Protoss. He already making Nexus. Eon is adding the third hatchery in the same time, but he is forced to make more and more links. As we can see, he's still having only 8 drones, so his economy is not in the best shape because he needs to spend larvas on links. Yeah, Oya was doing a proxy gate against Gornish last time, and he is like doing very good job with his Zealot pressure. Of course, right now he should go back because now there are 13 links overall, and he is having only 3 Zealots. So if he will not go back to his base, he will lose the Zealots, and he's not having the. Oh, the micro is real, but it. Like, it looks like micro of Eon is real, because it looks like this is the end of the game, or very close to the end. Of course, the Zealots, the links are extremely hurt, but the Zealots are also dying, and the props are coming to help, but Eon felt a blood, and this cannon will fall, and after this, of course, Oya should be able, will he be able to defend it, because Eon is making more drones. So this will be the only links which will be available for Mr. Eon. But Oya should, like, look how much mining time he is losing. And like, he's trying to block it only with yeah, very nice block, but like the damage that Eon dealt to him and Oya is even like mining gas, but he's not having cybernetic core, and he's not having gateway to build one. Of course, he's having huge amount of drones, but will it be enough? Probes, of course. Excuse me. And in the same time, Aaron is making his economy better and better, and he's going directly into Tribalisc then. Oh, maybe Aaron economy is not so bad overall. I said so bad, I wanted to say so good overall. Yeah, he's trying to rebuild it, and these links are doing incredible job. Look at that. Almost none of these probes are mining because they are moving and they're trying to fight against these links, and now he caught one link. So I think it would be even better for Oya to like took 3 probes to fight with these 2 links, or then move all the probes from the mining. Hello, Mr. Dewold. Dewold, of course, our BSL 3 champion. He is in excellent shape, and he's the only Protoss who qualified for the round of 8 of the BSL. He's a very cool guy, and he's trying to defend the title. Let's see if he will be able to do it. As we can see, Oya is going for 3 gateways, 4 gateways. What? 4 gateways against 3 hatch Hydralisks. Of course, if it would be speedlots, it would matter, but since these are slow lots, is it GG or... Oh, he's adding more cannons, but this position of this gateway is not helping him. He killed himself with this gateway probably. Of course, 4 gateways, if he would only have Citadel of Adun and speed on the way, this game would be totally different, because then he would only have to survive some moment, and then 4 gateways macro should be definitely enough for him to apply some pressure on Aeon, because Aeon economy is not the best. As we can see, he's not having a layer, he's not having a lot of drones, he's only on 3 hatcheries, but he's dealing so much damage and he's applying so much pressure to Oya that it looks to me that it will be incredibly hard for Oya to defend it, that even if he will defend it, it will be like too much damage for him. Citadel of Adun is on the way, but Aeon added 1 more hatchery. And this cannon is doing a very good job. But I think it is not enough, and Aeon is like finishing him. He like clicked the button on his keyboard, finish him, and now the Hydralis are doing that, so GG, and Aeon is winning the next game. Hello MCA4064. Huge shoutouts to this guy. This is the guy who made the most important launcher in the history of Brood War, I would say. This was a launcher who allows you to stream, to see who is streaming from Kikorians, to play on Fish and on ICC Cup. This is a huge guy who helped Brood War a lot, so thank you, Mr. MCA. And of course we are fighting in the BSL RaceWars, and Mr. Artsneon and Oya are eliminated, and Mr. Kryok and Mr. Terror are eliminated. So who next from the Terran team on the map match point? So I think we will be doing draw. So Karolcio will draw the groups after this game. Okay? It should be fine. It should be like in the middle of Race Wars. This Race Wars are like... Elzek was mad after the last Race Wars, because as you probably remember, he lost a game on Peaks of Bigdu against Dandy when he stacked all the drones to 1 mineral, and then 2 firebats came and like grilled them. It was like huge grill. It was like heaven for the eyes of the Terrans, but it was like very disturbing news for the Zerg people. And I mean, I was laughing so hard because it's not happening very hard, especially on the competitive level. Oh. Of course, the map will be crossing field. Let me see if you noticed that. Zero one Romeo. I'm back, Kappa. Yeah, Aeon is going for the all kill. Cancer X, there you seem to use hand gestures a lot, and I notice you like to point at your nipples very often as well. Are you proud of your man nipples? I am. I need to say, I am. I even wanted to do like to thank you for the donations by using my tits, because I can move my nipples without hands, but now you can see it. I should like bring better lights, so soon, probably when we will do the drunk stream, it will be possible. And yeah, but I need to say, or maybe I should like consider what I'm saying. After the panda joke, I will be smarter. So I will stop saying stuff about, because I could say about nipples a lot. I mean, these are a very important part of the. This is very useful part of the man body. If you've been watching to the Friends, the Chandler Bing had third nipple, very useful one, and of course he was forced to remove it. I mean, he removed it because he was laughing that it have no usage, but yeah, we still have them. A very important part of man body. Okay, stop about it. And yeah, I'm using hand gestures a lot. And when I was in mid school, the Polish teacher said to me that I should speak not with my mouth, not with my hands. So yeah, okay, let's go. You probably think, oh my god, this guy is so stupid. Okay, we are going to turn rate number 24. And of course, let me introduce the player for you, because now we will have Marvin. We didn't see Marvin a lot, but he's better than Gosu. He's like Gosu's Cosmosu. He's Gosu out of space. So, whoa, wiwa. This is so how good Marvin is. And his name is Bjorn Borg. Oh! I'm stupid. This is a Christian channel. Yeah, I am a Catholic, so I don't think I am offending my God by saying good things about some parts of my body and every people body. Yeah, everyone have this part of this body. Are we ready? Excuse me. So let's go to the Brood War, because we are here to play some Brood War, not to talk about I don't know how. There is like biological word for that. In English, I don't know how to say it. But we are here to I would like to show to you the game between the Bjorn Borg, who is Marvin, and if I'm correct, he is from Ukraine slash Russia. I think from Ukraine, and he is extremely good Terran player, and he will be facing the player who is hungry for all kill today, Eonzerg. So it will be Marvin versus Eonzerg. Both of them are IFU members, if I'm correct. So, and I think that I think that Eon is like giving a lot of respect to Mr. Marvin. So let's see what will happen. So Nipple won against Eon. Okay, so Cancer X destroyed my stream. Yeah, okay, so now for being serious, let's vote for Eon, Zerg or Marvin. Vote for Eonzerg or Marvin. Just go and show us who do you think will win. The map is Crossing Field. As if you don't know this map, this map is giving opportunity for the players to make expansion and defend on the cliff. So Terrans and Protoss players might try to abuse it a lot to go with a little bit more tech-oriented variations of the strategies. And as we can see, Marvin is going for probably normal expansion. The question is where he will decide to make this expansion. Will it be over here or will it be in front? Marvin is from Ukraine and living in Sweden. Excuse me for not knowing that. And Eon went for pretty late pull. So here he have pretty good economy, and this is a map of Echo. Marvin is going for the safe expansion because why risk anything, especially against a player as Eon who loves to be aggressive, who loves to abuse mistakes of the opponents, and who loves to make a lot of links and a lot of run bys and putting a lot of pressure on their opponent. Of course, Marvin, I don't know how active he is right now. Once I met him on Battle.net and I added him on Skype, but I don't have him on my friend list on Battle.net, so I don't know how often he's playing. It looks like 88% people are voting for Eon, so this is like the in millionaires I would vote for that question. Engineering Bay for Mr. Marvin, so I don't think he wants to do something tricky right now. He will go for the normal 5 racks build, I would say. On with the creep colony because he don't know what he's playing against. As you can see, he don't have nothing in the path to Marvin base, so he don't know if there is nothing moving out of his base, but he don't want to spend any larva for the links beside these two because he have a lot of minerals to saturate, and this is understandable. And Marvin, of course, is having also very nice economy. He's making like he's making SCVs from double command centers, so his saturation will be pretty good. And now probably the second barracks, third barracks, fourth barracks, and let's see if we will see 5. Yeah. the Spire from Aeon. He's mining from second gas already. Let's see if he's making links or drones here. Because right now he have no scouting at all. More drones from Aeon. He don't have this base fully saturated. He's not mining from this gas because I think as a Zek player you want to make your fourth hatchery even in these 3 bases. So let's see what will be the decision of Aeon. He's having 2 speed links in front of Marvin base. This will be 5 racks and Marines and Medic on +1 upgrades. So I'm pretty curious how well Marvin will defend against Aeon Mutalisks, because as we can see he scouted what is the timing of the Spire. As we was able to see, Aeon did kill Krayok with his Marines and with his Mutamicro. He's adding turrets in pretty good positions. 3 turrets here is a good choice because this is a far away base and it will take some time until Marines will come here to help these babes survive. I would like to see maybe 1 more turret here or here. I think 1 more turret here is must have. Is something even 2 turrets here is something you must have. And of course Aeon is flying with 8 Mutalisks. The night one is here and I can see that Karolcia is ready for drawing the groups, so after this game we will draw the groups. Nie wiem. Karolcia is asking how long until this game will be done. I'm saying I don't know, and she's saying you can't say to them that they should play quicker. They should play faster. Yeah. Oh my god, huge mistake from Aeon, and he took a lot of damage on these Mutalisks. And oh, this turret. Of course, Aeon is having all the economy he wants, but this is I will explain to you what Aeon is doing with the Mutalisks. He wants to force as many steams as possible, because if Terran will steam 4 or 5 more times, these 2 groups of the Marines and Medic, there will be no energy on the Medics. So this is what Aeon was trying to do. He have a lot of gas, so he should be able to remake more Mutalisks. So losing 2 or 3 Mutalisks is not a huge deal. But Marvin, in the same time, he finished the factory, so he will start the 1 starport or even 2 starports soon. Aeon is trying to make some damage with the Mutalisks, but as we can see, he was not able to do it yet. There are lurkers from Aeon, but his economy is not very best. He's not very good. He's having 4 drones over here, and he's having 3 drones in this base. So he is, despite that this map is such an eco map, he is playing very eco build, and it might work because he already have low eco build, I wanted to say, because he's having lurkers already, and I don't see any tanks, I don't see any bunkers from Marvin. Of course his macro is excellent, he have godlike macro, but he needs to be careful because dealing with lurkers sometimes might be hard. Of course he's probably making 1-1 upgrade. 1-1, if he would have armor it would be much easier against lurkers, because Marine have 40 HP and Lurker have 20 damage, so with armor upgrades Lurker have to shoot 3 times to the Marines, but there are only 4 Marines over here, and Aeon is going with counter attack. As we can see, Marvin is not coming back and Aeon is applying so much pressure, but Marvin position of these Mutalisks, of these Marines, is excellent. I think that a lot of Mutalisks are falling. These Marines are dealing so much damage. Oh my god, this is such a disaster for Marvin. He's losing his main base, he's losing the Marines, and no, he didn't lose all the Marines and Medic, but the Lynx are punishing the second drone line. The Mutalisks are killing the Academy, so this is a very nice attempt by by Marvin, by Aeon to deal damage to Marvin, and he's killing the supplies, he's killing the turrets, so Marvin should be forced to rebuild them, and he should have some units over here. Oh my god, and this counter attack from Aeon is huge, and the micro, godlike micro, and again Aeon is countering the Terran who is moving out of his main base. And he's adding like the Filer Mount and Fort Hatchery. He added one drone here and some drones here, so he's playing very Korean low eco style. And Marvin is still trying to keep Aeon base in his 3 bases, but I don't think Aeon is forced to do 4th base, especially that he dealt such a huge amount of damage. And he's killing more and more Marines, so this is a bit unfortunate for Marvin. Of course there are only 5 Mutalisks, but what you can do against 5 Mutalisks if you have only medics and SCVs? And there is Vessel on the field, but Marvin lost almost all of his supply depots. Oh, and Aeon will try to kill this supply depot, but it will not work. Marvin with 1-1 upgrades in front of Aeon base. So what will be the micro? Because of course now these Marines will definitely have to do some damage, because without dealing any damage it will be impossible to come back to this game. It looks for me that he lost too much. He's not mining from his 3rd expansion. The only thing which is keeping him alive is like that he's keeping Zerg out of his base, because the Defiler is on the field, and 1 Defiler and 3 Lurkers over here, and it would be the end of the game. So what will be the decision from Marvin? Of course Aeon is in such a low economy that he did a lot of damage, but his echo is not like astonishing. And he's adding 1 more hatchery, just like in StarCraft 2, to have a bigger creep spread. And these 3 Mutalisks might indicate that it might be some Guardians. Of course Aeon Zerg limit is much bigger than Marvin's one, but I think overall Marvin's economy might be even a little bit better than Aeon's one, and he irradiated first to Defilers, nicely done by him. And the vessel is a crucial unit for a Terran, because the vessel can kill the Defilers and can buy time for the Terran. Of course it looks for me that Aeon made some more drones in these 2 bases. And what is the saturation of Marvin? Oh, he's having only 7 SCVs here, so his saturation is not the best, but not the worst either. Some more irradiates, so these Lurkers will have 2 kills both. The Aeon upgrades are 1-1, so pretty good upgrades. Marvin upgrades are the same, and he is making upgrades with 2 engineering base, so he should have 2-2 in a second. So considering the fact how much damage Marvin took from this counter-attack of Aeon, he's holding pretty nicely. Of course the Ultralisks are on the field, and will it be enough to kill, like to be on 3 bases? 2 very nicely saturated. This one is saturated, yeah, fine now. This base have fine saturation right now, so I'm wondering if Marvin will decide to go for another expansion, because he's not having huge income and he's not like wasting money on SCVs. He wants to produce a lot of units, and I think if he wants to engage against Zerg army, he should do it after 2-2 will be on the field, because right now he's having the same upgrades as a Zerg, and you don't want to fight in this situation. You don't want to fight when Zerg is having the same upgrades as you, and you want to have small advantage. And look at this defense against drops from Aeon. This is almost impossible. This is like a fly there. Try to do something with your dropship. This is like drop, and 3 defilers are here. The Plague might be terrible. Oh, Plague! Not terrible, beautiful Plague! This is what I wanted to say, such a beautiful Plague. And as a Terran player, you want to move your Marines, move your medics as much as possible, because if you will leave them all on a move, they will heal all the time. They will try to heal the army all the time, so you want to move them as much as possible. And look how much forces from Aeon are coming to finish this army. This army is almost dead. One shot of each of Link is killing each individual marine. Of course the irradiates are doing good job, but I don't think these vessels will be able to escape. Oh, 3 vessels will escape. No. Only 1 vessel will escape, probably this one, so nicely done by Aeon. And look at the supply difference. Supply difference is huge, I would say. I mean, I would like to see a second, like third expansion from Marvin, because he's very low on echo. He's mining like with such a small amount of SCVs. I believe that Aeon, maybe he's not having more drones, maybe he's having like, no, maybe he's having even the more drones than Marvin. Of course the macro of our Terran player, 2 upgrades. What are the upgrades of Aeon? 1 so far, but the Ulgais are having 4 armor right now, and he killed this expansion, he didn't cancel it, and now Aeon will try to fight it, but there are a lot of firebots, so let's see what will be the result of this fight. Excellent matrix from Marvin, and look how quickly these Ultralisks are dying. Of course the Plague is coming, and what will be the result of the Plague? Nice split from Marvin. And he's making expansion in the same time. There are a lot of blinks in the main base. There is Lurker and Aeon. There is 4 Lurkers even. Excuse me, 5 Lurkers here. So this is like 10 limit defending the base. Even more because there are links and scourges even. The number of vessels is not very high. This is a good information for our Zerg player, but overall Aeon is taking this expansion, so losing this one was not a terrible position for him. And now Aeon is having 2 upgrades. The irradiates, of course, are working perfectly against Ultralisks, because when they are running, they are even killing the links with the irradiate, as you can see. But there is a lot of links coming from the top, and this base looks not defended perfectly. Of course it should be. Will it be enough? Yeah, it will be enough, but it was pretty scary. If there would be some more links with this attack, it would look differently. And Marvin is of course doing free. He understands the importance of the upgrades in this game. And still the supply advantage for Aeon, but when the engagement is happening, it looks like Marvin have just enough to hold it. And I would say the next engagement from him should be when we will have 3-3. How many irradiates are available? 3 irradiates. Even 4. And huge swarm is going down, so Marvin should escape from this position. And now he's fighting against the Ultras. He's target firing very nicely, and it's like weird for me that when Marvin is fighting the Ultralisks, it looks like the Ultralisks are dying much quicker than other when the other players are playing. Look how nicely he's marking. He's not having any surfaces. Of course, it is also the reason of low economy, but his economy is not very low. I mean, it is low, but also Aeon is not having like astonishing economy. He's having a lot of drones in these 2 bases, but these 4 minerals are having no drones to take care of them. And Aeon is trying to do another Plague, but he sniped Marvin sniped the defiler, very nicely done, and I believe he won the engagement again. So I don't know how he's doing that, but he's winning engagement after engagement, and if he will kill this expansion, it will be huge for him, I'm sure. But Aeon is having the defiler over here, and if he will put swarm here, it should be definitely enough, even with one ultralisk to defend it. Of course, Marvin is macroing like crazy. He should also think about taking this expansion because he's mined out in the main base, and we will see some flanking from Aeon. Beautiful play go also on one ultralisk, but he plagued a lot of marines also with him, and the number of bio over here is not very huge, and the limit is coming closer. Marvin is killing this base somehow. Marvin is playing this game excellent. I mean, after the beginning, the way that he's able to try to come back to this game is for me is just beautiful. Of course, the swarm will help Aeon to defend, and I think this ultralisk should be able, maybe not, because of the target fire of Marvin. Look at that. This ultralisk is having so much HP, but he's target firing them, and there are so many links coming from Aeon. 3 links, 2 links against 3 marines, so it will not be enough. The links are not quick enough, they are not strong enough to come to the marine and try to bite him. And Aeon made more drones, so he's on 4 well saturated bases when Marvin is macroing from 2 bases right now. The number of vessels is only 5 right now. I don't know if Aeon killed some vessels, I mean, beside the ones we saw. Oh, now for example the next one will die. Oh, he was trying to do flash micro, but it didn't work, but of course we should not like look at this purple bar, because he's having the upgrade for the targeting the defiler very nicely. He's having the upgrade for the energy. Oh, but will it be enough? I think this ultralisk will be able to clear it all. Very nicely done by Aeon. Look how quickly these units are dying. And the Muta will try to kill the vessels. Hero Mutalisk. Oh, Battlecruiser! With such a low echo, Marvin was able to do my Battlecruiser. He is crazy. I mean, I would like to see him going for expansion, but Battlecruisers, this is beautiful. This Terran, I want to see this Terran more. I want to see this Terran playing more in BSL, so we should definitely tell him that next BSL, when we will make next BSL sometime in the future, we should announce him that he should play, because we want to see his games as much as possible. And Aeon is mined out in the main base, and these ultralisks are dealing so much damage. He's sending more, so this is the reason why he didn't have so much vessels, because he was making battlecruisers in the starport. Oh, and he took the command center from the main base. Oh, and he will try to intercept the lurkers. Huge damage, but only like 6 marines died. Was dying. So this is very close game, I need to say to you. After the beginning like that, I'm very impressed that Marvin is still trying to pull out this game. Of course, the medics will try to block the marines and medics, but will it be enough? Where are the defilers?
Yeah.
Guglock, thank you for 50 bucks donation. Thank you so much. Huge hype for Mr. Guglock on the chat, please. And Aeon is losing all the forces he have, and there are some marines, but he will at least snipe this full and oh, excuse me, I'm speaking too quickly. But I don't know what to think about this game, because all the time it looks like Aeon is having advantage, but somehow Marvin is able to use his smaller army in such a way that he's still in this game. And thank you for the 200 viewers. Huge hype to Mr. Googlock for the support of BSL. We are having $100 prize pool today, and also next week will be BSL at the same time, so this is all thanks to the people like Googlock, which supported by themselves. So this is all, the prize pools are from you boys, so thank you very much. And free links, a lot of scourges, but making ultra-risks is forcing scourges on the Zerg, and he's not spending gas on the ultra-risks. So this, oh, but he needs to be careful because the scourges are here. Oh, he irradiated the scourge, and now he's going. No, he's not fighting with this lurker because he will die eventually. And Aeon found a weakness in the defense of Marvin, and this looks very hard for our Terran player. Oh, but now he will be able to punish this. Look how much shots of the Marines. One Ultras is able to survive. This battlecruiser will try to hold this base alive, but I don't think he will have like enough of time to do it. And what can I say? It looks like our Terran player is losing. Of course, the swarm will finish in a second, yeah. So these units will die, and a lot of limit of Aeon will die also. But nice plague on the battlecruiser. This defiler might be a hero of this game. Look at the face of the defiler. I never saw a face of the defiler. And so many vessels are here from Mr. Aeon. I think that Aeon is like very low on gas, and his gas income is also very low, but this is the most important attack. If Marvin will defend it, he will be in a very good position, and he should be able to defend it. Oh, but this expansion died. And this game is coming closer and closer. These battlecruisers are, look at that, 30 kills on 2 battlecruisers, and but Aeon took a time, spent the time he bought on the attacks on making expansion, and this is something great. Thank you for the follow, Polaroidic, I guess. Oh! We will have infested CC maybe? I don't know. No, we will not. Maybe parasite? Is there something parasited? Another plague on the battlecruisers, hero battlecruisers, but Aeon is mining from these 2 bases, and I believe this is a nightmare for our Terran player, because he was fighting so nicely, but now he can't do anything because he is out of the structures which are building units. The only things he have is that these marines and huge value fleet of vessels. And Aeon understands, I need to hold in this base, and as you can see, he is making 25,000 of the sunkens in this base, and 11,000 is in this base. And we are having not very big engagement right here, but Marvin won it again, and he's rebuilding the barracks. He rebuilt the barracks, he rebuilt the starport, Maybe if he will kill one of these two bases, this one will be easier to kill. Maybe he will be able to get back to this game. It will be extremely hard, and of course defensive Matrix who should help him. The battle cruisers are here to help the natural base to survive. These are the only minerals which Marvin has. But look at that, Marvin, like Meon mined like 3.5 bases when Marvin mined 2.5 bases, and this game is still even. So I believe the trades of Marvin are very efficient, and he's able to use every minerals he have in very efficient way, which is incredible for me. That I will say it again, especially after this beginning. I think it looked terrible for him, and I think he will be dominated by Aeon, but he was still looking pretty good in this game, so this is very impressive out of Marvin. And what will... Oh, he's taking this command center right now. As we can see, Marvin have a lot of gas, so he can allow himself to do that. If he will start to mine from this base, maybe it will... I mean, it will be terrible if he will not kill one of these two bases. He should maybe make one tank, or maybe try to kill it with the battle cruisers. Oh, excuse me, Plague on the vessels, but they dealt some damage to the Ultralisk. Of course, they will not kill them, but they will deal a lot of damage to them. And now I believe Marvel will be forced to repair the vessels because he's not having two starports to rebuild them very quickly. Of course, Aeon is just waiting for the battle cruisers to come back. There is Plague available now on two defilers even, and yeah, I think Aeon have a huge advantage in this game, and Marvin should make a miracle to come back. Of course, he's like respecting every unit he have. Oh, Kix is right! Nuke is a way to go. Of course, Nuke is a way to go. And yeah, what the hell am I thinking about? I'm thinking about some tanks. One nuclear launch detection, and it would be... Yeah, it is a good idea, Kix. Definitely. Oh, but look at the numbers of ultras, and now I think Marvin will be dominated. I think... Oh! The score just died here, but I think the number of ultralisks now, even if the battle cruisers are shooting, I think the number of ultralisks is just too big for Marvel to deal with them. Oh, I thought it will be Plague. I honestly say, I thought it will be Plague, but it wasn't. And Aeon is fighting with the half of his army, and he's still winning. There are still some ultralisks over here. Yeah, this was a great game. I need to say, this was a great game. The counter-attack from Aeon was genius, but after this counter-attack, like the way that Marvin was trying to come back to this game was brilliant too. So that was impressive game, and I definitely will try to bring Marvin more, because he looks maybe only on TVZ. I don't know his other matchups, but on this matchup he looks incredibly strong. He's still holding on, but I don't believe that there is any way to survive this. And he will be out. Oh no, he will still have 1 CC, and we are having GG. And boys and girls, I want to invite you for the group draw right now. We will make 5-minute group draw between group draw for the players in the round of 8, the bracket, and then we will come back to the race wars. And the group draw will be done by my fiance, just like we used to do it from BSL 1. BSL 1 was in 2013, so it was over 5 years ago, and until now. So I think you are happy about this news, so I will make 1 minute break, and after this break we will come back with a group draw with Karolcia. So don't go anywhere if you want to see more good matches and beautiful lady. Okay, players agreed. Thank you for being agreed for that. So I will be here in 1 minute. I will bring Karolcia here, and we will start with the group draw, with the bracket draw. Sorry. So Dandy. Then the Koget, Dewold and Eon Zerk are here, and here we are having 2 baskets. I will bring Karolcia. One more chair for 1 more people. Our baskets. The prize pool is still 1,000 because the prize pool for the Rice Wars is 100. The prize pool for the BSL 4 is 1,000, and we are now collecting money for prize pool for BSL 5. So this is how it looks like. So let's see if you will be able to see everything. I don't think it is good. Maybe this way. Yeah, she is like smaller than me, so you will be able to see her. Maybe this way. Yeah, and no, maybe this way. Okay.
Za sekundę.
It will be quick. Oh. And so in this time I will update the score, the Ion won, and okay. So, siadaj.
Tutaj mam czytać.
No pewnie, u nas w fotelu prezesa. Dobra, musisz się pokazać bardziej. Dobra, i teraz musisz zaprezentować wszystko.
No dobra, to ja mam wszystko prezentować?
Oczywiście. No jesteś
Też mnie tak...
Okay, so now you can see our, like, maybe I will work as jak to podnieść? Może jeszcze jeden sobie dać. Możesz tam się
Możesz czerwony.
przywitać.
Nic nie widzę.
So these are good books.
Bóg. Jeden starczy. Nie.
Jeszcze jedna.
Jeszcze jedna. Okej.
Okay.
To
So-
weź to trochę na dół, kamerkę. Będzie lepiej.
So we will just make a small drawing of the bracket, so you will know that this is all not set up, but like,
Co chcesz powiedzieć?
że nie jest ustawione, tylko że jest losowanie. So this is all drawn, but not depending on our like who do we like, we don't like. So the players who are in the basket number 1 are the players who was in the first spot in their groups, and this is Koret, Eonzerk, Dewold, Dandy. And in basket number 2 are the players who was in the second spot, and this is Terror, Trutach, Kara and Nagrin, because they get second spot in their groups. So we don't want to have situation when the players who had first spot in their group will place against each other in the first round. So these are the players who will be in the 2 baskets. Karolcia could show them to us. So first should be
First basket. First player is Eonzerk.
this is Aeon, and he's going to basket number 1. We are going with this very quickly because now I know the players are waiting for us. Dewold, the remaining champion.
Basket number 1?
Basket number 1.
Tak?
Yeah.
Ah.
Basket number 1 is Koget, the Polish Terran, and Dandy, the Peruvian Terran, is the last player in basket number 1, the last player who gained first spot in the group stage. So we are already at the end. After 4 months of playing, we are already in the bracket. In the basket number 2, we are having Nagrin,
Nagrin. Trutach.
yeah, this is True Touch, Polish Zerg, very good Polish Zerg. The Swedish Zerg is a Nagrin. The Terran is a Peruvian, Terror is Peruvian Terran.
And
Kare, the Norwegian Terran, a lot of Terrans. So we are having 4 Terrans, 3 Zergs and 1 Protoss. Only Dewold is a Protoss representative. So we will draw one player from basket number 1 and one player from basket number 2. So Karolcia will try to make it all go according to the law. Yes? Okay, so
According to the rules.
according to the rules, which is law in our BSL. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay, so player number 1.
Player number 1 is Dandy.
Dandy. Okay. Oh, of course. So Dandy, and Dandy will be playing against. He have 50% for Terran and 50% for Zerg. Dandy versus True Touch in the match number 1. Already interesting. What do you think about this matchup?
No, a który mecz chciałbyś najbardziej zobaczyć?
No, na razie znamy jeden.
No wiem, no ale który taki, wiesz, twój wymarzony wybór.
No to nie chciałbym go na początku, chciałbym, żeby doszedł do finału.
No ale nie, który gracz, przeciwko któremu byłby najciekawszym meczem.
Oh, so which match would be most interesting, Karolcia is asking me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Aeon versus Dewalt are the two favorites, but also Dandy and all the players are very good. Dewalt will be playing over here, so he will be in the top of the bracket. So and Dewalt will be playing against Nagrim. Already interesting. So we will have TVZ, PVZ, and this it will be the top of our bracket. So it will mean that winner of this match will play against the winner of this match. So these 4 players will fight each other to go to achieve one spot in the finals.
Okay, and Aeon.
Aeon will be our next player from basket number 1.
And Aeon will play with Kara.
Aeon against Kare. Already interesting. I really like that we don't have too many TVT. And we might assume what match it will be.
Koget.
And Koget will play against Terror. So Dandy versus True Touch, Dewalt versus Nagrim, Aeon versus Kare, and Koget versus Terror. This will be best of 5. And it will start on Saturday, and we will start. I decided that we will start 2 hours earlier, just to be able to deal with everything. Okay. So I hope you're happy, guys. And players on the chat are saying that Karolcia hates. True Touch hates Karolcia from now.
Dlaczego?
Bo w tym momencie mamy True Toucha grającego na Dandiego, czyli Dandy is probably one of the best. I mean, he is one of the best Terran, if not the best in the world.
Okay. And what's wrong with True Touch?
What's wrong? He's not very active. He's not very active lately.
Okay.
So I will post it. Maybe he will surprise us. Maybe he will prepare himself better. He was able to win with Kryok, who is also one of the best Terrans in the world. So very impressive stuff. So thank you very much, Lady Karolcia. It was a pleasure.
Someone has to work.
Yeah, someone has to work when someone is. Someone has to work when someone is doing good work. Yeah.
Bye.
So, thank you for your patience. I hope you like our draw. And now we can go with Race Wars. Lord L is now following. We can go with the Race Wars. These are our matches. The Race Wars next match. Next player is the world, boys. We will have the world versus Aeon. Q55. Oh. The map pool is the same. Next time Karolcia will pick the groups for the Champions League. That's true, but that's true. She will be choosing groups for Champions League. Of course, I can't connect to the Brood War now because something is happening. Let's hope it will not interrupt our next games. It would be bad because we are having the world versus Aeon on match point. Failed to connect with a server. Let me just restart Brood War. I can't believe they are doing that in Tuesday, like these hours. I mean, it happened like 3 hours ago. I mean, the server fixing stuff. Okay, I'm here. Please let me in. And we are joining the game. It's working, boys. Aeon Zerg, the player who is going for the all kill, and Dewold, the player who wants to deny this all kill. They will play against each other. The map will be match point, which is our match point. So, the players are ready, I am ready, I hope you are ready. We are going with the game between Dewold and Aeon. The map is match point, and as you probably know, we are already in the game. DeWalt decided to took the games into his hands. He don't want to let the score to be this way, that all his players, almost all his players beside Tech, are eliminated. And let's look, because this is very interesting match. This might even be the finals of BSL 4, I don't know. We already have the bracket, and spawning in the bottom left position as a green Protoss player, this is our BSL 3 champion, DeWalt. And spawning in the top right position as a purple Zerg, the guy who won today 5 times, and he's going for the 6th win. He wants to go for the all kill. This is Eon Zerg! And we are here on the BSL RaceWars, when everything is possible, just like on Zombocom. Excuse me for this small disruption for drawing groups. I just wanted to make it when we have some viewers, to let you all guys know that BSL 4 is still going on, and we will start with the first matches on Saturday. Aeon is going for fast expansion over here, or am I wrong? It looks like that. Yeah, he's going for fast expansion over here. And what will be the reaction of their world? Fast Nexus, just Fast Nexus. He knows that the spawning pool is very late, so he calculated that having such a late spawning pool from Mr. Eon Zerg means that he should have a hatchery somewhere. He don't know where, but somewhere, and I'm wondering if he will go for the gateway first or forge first. This is the question, because DeWalt knows the best, and the gateway would be better, but yeah, and he's going for the gateway. He's not afraid of any... Oh, and he's even making pylon block! Pylon block, very nice pylon block, and Aeon decided to make hatchery over here, so he can cancel the pylon right now. He's going for the forge. The links will be... How many links will Aeon do? 1 link and probably 2 drones. And still this probe is making incredible mess, and Aeon cancelled this hatchery and it didn't work. Aeon is playing, and DeWalt is playing such an amazing game right now. We don't see cannon being... we just see cannon being started, so it will be definitely enough. And as we can see, DeWalt made incredible destruction with only 1 probe so far. Of course, he's like microing very, very offensively, so he didn't have time to transfer probes into the natural, and he didn't cancel this pylon even. So it was pretty big investment, but I think it definitely paid off, because this hatchery will be delayed in months or even in decades. The second cannon from DeWalt. So he's respecting Aeon. He knows that he can, if he will give opportunity for Aeon to kill him, he will die instantly. And this probe micro is of course on the top level. He will try to keep this probe alive as long as possible. He blocked with the pylon the hatchery over here. I think the hatchery would be finished right now. So very nicely done. And Stargate from Dewold is already on the way. Of course, Aaron is going for the layer first, and he went for 12 hatchery, so his economy is pretty good. As we can see, he's mining with 5 drones over here. He's having 12 drones here, so he will be able to send like 3 or 4 drones here to saturate this base. He's scouting with the Overlord if any Zealot is not leaving the base. And what Dewold is doing, Dewold is producing more probes. We don't see any Citadel of Adun yet, so maybe he will go straight into rivers? I don't know. I don't expect rivers here. Yeah, Citadel of Adun is just started. And the link speed is done. So now this probe should die very quickly. And what will be the reaction of Dewold? Pylon here, maybe pylon here would be a good idea. It will make this like choke smaller. And Aeon is going like having very good economy. His spire is halfway done. He's making 4 hatchery. So I believe he's in a good shape in this game. But the same with Dewold, he achieved what he wanted to achieve with the probe. But now I think the timing of the Scourges will be pretty nice. Dewold is searching for this Overlord, and he will find him right now, so this Overlord will definitely go down, but I don't think any other Overlord will die because Scourges should be there on time. Of course, yeah, Scourges will be there on time, so I think Dewold will kill only this Overlord. Maybe he will try to scout with this Corsair a little bit, and then he will probably escape to his natural base or main base until he will have 5 Corsairs. And let's focus on this Corsair because he might be intercepted quickly. He found out that Aeon economy is very good. And so, oh my god, thank you very much. Dziękuję bardzo. Taka sytuacja. So, Aeon is going for 5 hatcheries, I think. I don't see any 6 hatchery. His economy is pretty big, but he's going for Hydralisks without any sunken, so he will probably try to defend first Zealot pressure with only units. He will not want to waste any drones to make sunken colony. This is pretty good approach, I believe, because you can't move sunken, you can't attack with the sunken, but you can attack with the Hydralisks, and when he will have the proper number of the Hydralisks, he will try to block the third expansion of Dewold. This is the timing which Dewold is aiming for. 4 Corsairs and upgrade is on the way. The crucial number is 5 with +1 upgrades. So this probe is trapped already to stack it with the Corsairs, and probably 5 Corsairs, and then Dewold will try to move out. Nie będę mówił co robić, tylko dziwnie zabrzmi. 4. And Karolcia is sitting here with me because she's happy that you can see her. And Aeon is going with aggression already. Dewold will scout it with the... Oh, sorry. Dewold will scout it with the Corsairs. He left with only 4 Corsairs and immediate connection. So it was a huge loss out of Dewold, I believe. And he's adding more cannons, so he's afraid. Of course, he is having the High Templar, and he should have... I mean, he have energy for 2 storms, so I don't think he will die with this attack, but he invested a lot of money just to be safe. And as we can see, the Aeon is sending more and more units. He wants to kill the Dewold, and he's going directly into this attack, but the storm timing, I believe, is very good. And Dewold, but Dewold is not having the storm upgrade, I believe, because if he would now he has it, but will it be enough? The second storm was not the best, and it looks like there is almost nothing to defend it. I mean, there are 5 gateways, so he can produce a lot of units, but I think the number of Aeon is just too big, and he's sending more and more units, so 5 hatchery timing from Aeon, and this is GG. 6 kills from Aeon. Aeon. Whoa.
Good job.
Sex party, wrong stream. Okay, right stream. So, okay. So Aeon is going for the all kill, and as we can see, he even won with Mr. Dewalt, and Mr. Dewalt is eliminated. So now we will have Dandy versus
Versus Eon?
Aeon.
Ktoś musi zmęczyć Eona.
Yeah, I think Aeon is very exhausted because he won 6 games, and he won against Terror, against Artsneon, against Cryok, against Oya, Marvin, and Dewalt. These are top level world top level players, and Aeon is beating them like just like that. And now we will have the match on Blue Storm.
Someone should make sandwich for Eon.
Yeah. And I don't see Dandy here. Let me just try to call him. Okay. Dziękuję bardzo za pomoc.
Zjedz sobie jedzenie.
So I would like to ask Cryok. Yeah, Dandy is here. So Dandy versus Aeon. Q55. I think I need a break, but I think I will be able to do it. Will be able to do one more game without a break. Mongatu, how did you meet your girlfriend? Maybe some day I will say it. I mean, I met her. It is a long story, but I'm with her. In this August, it will be for 10 years. So I'm 27. So we are together since we were little childs, and yeah, this is, how do you call it? The love from the first look in Polish translation. This is right map. Aeon is asking. I think it is. Yeah, map will be blue. The map is Blue Storm. Oh, Averti, you are right. Maybe Aeon needs a break. Women come and go, and StarCraft is forever. And when Karolcha met me, I was training for World Cyber Games because I qualified for the offline tournament, and it was 2008. And we started to dating with August, and I was going for the finals in September, and she went with me, so she was supporting me since the beginning. So these are kind words. I think it is enough about my life confession. I'm just Zero, not David here, so we can go with the game between Eonzerk and Dandy. Dandy, the last hope of Terrans, and Eonzerk, he's going for the all kill. Dewalt was the one who wanted to stop him, but Aeon with excellent timing attack was able to kill the best Protoss right now, the best Protoss in the world beside Corio right now. He's the only one who qualified for the BSL round of 8, and Aeon was able to punish him. So right now we are having Dandy. Making Super Depot and Aaron making Overload, and I see chat is liking my story of my life story. Yeah, so as you can see, if I like something, I'm and or someone, I'm stick to him or something. So I love, like in my life, I love Karolcha and StarCraft. So this is what will stay forever. So you are like, how it's Kazani? Convicted on me?
Condemned to me.
I don't know. You know what I mean. But down Dandy versus Aeon. This is a practice for. Let me just tell you, but I believe both of the players will play. Yeah, Dandy will play TVZ and Aeon will play ZVT. So this is a practice before the finals for both of these guys. And I'm very curious who will win this game, because Dandy is of course very stable player. He knows how to play. He last week he was able to reverse sweep because the Zergs was winning. The Zergs eliminated the Protoss team and there was only Dandy left and Gornish and Aeon Zerg out of Zerg's team. And Dandy won with both of them. Of course Gornish went for 5 pull and it didn't work, and these 2 games took 10 minutes. Plus, not even 10 minutes. Hello, Fire fans. And Aeon with very fast layer tech. As you can see, he's going for the strategy he was playing against Cryok, I believe. And it worked for Cryok, so why it wouldn't work for Dandy? Because Cryok and Dandy, and of course these 4 Terrans are in such a high level that it's impressive how good both of them are playing. So let's see if Dandy will fall for that, because this map is different than Secret Breaker when Cryok and Aeon was playing. And Bunker right now, so he's respecting the 2 hatch from Aeon, and this is very understandable because 2 hatch from Aeon might be very dangerous. But look at that, Aeon convinced people that when he's going 2 hatch, he's going with such a huge aggression. And now Dandy is afraid of that aggression and he made a bunker. When in this position, what Aeon did, he made a lot of drones. This is how smart Zerg can operate with the strategies he's making against the opponents, and I really like it. And look at that, Dandy is afraid of some kind of rush. He's like trying to fill every gap just to not let any link run by. And Academy, so I don't know if it's anything weird from Dandy. I believe every Terran knows how they should approach the 2 hatch build, because this is not normal approaching against 3 hatch. And have you considered inviting TT1 for the next RaceWars? Of course, TT1 can be invited, but he should talk to the captains, because I'm not the one who is choosing the players. These are the captains, these are the players. The Aeon is choosing the Zergs, Devolt is choosing the Protoss, and Cryok is choosing the Terrans. I'm just here to show you the show. I gave the choosing of the players for the captains. The Firebats are running through the links, and And Dandy will probably try to go over here, but the Mutalisks might be on time. This is the same situation as in the peaks of Big Do, but this time I believe it will be very hard for Dandy to do anything. Or maybe? It looks like the Marines number is not high enough, and he's trying to target fire the Sunken. Of course the Sunken will fall. Oh, the Firebats again! This is the nightmare for Aeon! Will he fall for that? This time it didn't work. So, of course, Mr. TT1, for me, he can play. I know that he is in decent level, decent shape, and he is very good Protoss player, so I think that all he needs to do is just to let us know on Discord. Join our BSL channel on Discord and say us that he wants to play. And Aeon is trying to abuse the Mutalisks. He wanted to target firing the... Whoa! Look at the micro of Aeon, and his supply, the supply difference is huge. Oh! Only 3 SCVs are left. And no SCVs in this base. Look at that. Aeon is having such a good position. All the economy he needs, he's going for the... Oh, he's even killing the turrets over here. And then he's having only 2 barracks. I think he should add like 2 barracks more, because on 2 barracks it will be almost impossible to fight against huge amount of Mutalisks. And Aeon is already having this base over here. He's probably making the lurker aspect, and I really like that Dandy is adding 1 more barracks. This will allow him to make more marines, and it feels like he is pretty secure in his main base, but it's hurting him for sure. And Dandy is going with these 2 firebats. This is so funny. This is so funny because these 2 firebats killed Aeon in last week, so now Aeon is curious, not curious. Oh my god, careful, excuse me, he's careful. And when he's shooting to this command center, the bunker is also taking some shots. And this is a terrible situation for our Terran player. Of course, he's trying to do something, but it looks like it will be very hard to fight against such a like Zerg with such a good position. There will be lurkers in a second, I wanted to say, but there are right now. And this is impressive by Aeon, that he was able to start with this way, that it looks like Dandy is having no way back in this game. I mean, we had the same situation against Marvin when it looked like that he was in terrible position, but overall I think that Dandy position is a little bit worse than Marvin was. Of course, these 4 lurkers will do a huge difference, and let's see if Dandy will fall for it, because he don't see these lurkers. And excellent shots of the lurker. Oh my god, all the marines died. I mean, the lurkers sometimes had like the way of shooting that they are not killing marines, but this time they killed all the marines with 1 shot, and it looks like, oh, maybe Dandy will be able to defend it because there are some marines in the bunker, but no, GG, and Aeon won again and again, and he is the winning machine today. He surely is the winning machine today, and this is impressive. So the last match from today will be Aeon Zerg versus Tech. Tech is the last hope of Protoss players, and this is so funny that we will have all kill in the top possible foreigners level, and this is not happening very often. And the map will be the Sniper's Reach. I will make the game, I will make 1 minute break, I promise no longer, and I will be here in 1 second, so don't go anywhere. I will be back in 1 minute. And I will show you the matches of the brackets of Race Wars. But I need to go to the toilet. Yeah, so these are the brackets. Fuck. Kurwa, na cała kanapka mi się rozwaliła. Sorry, my sandwiches. I'm so hungry. Okay, I am here and I hope you are also here. Oh! We are having more viewers. I should go away more often because we had like much more viewers. Okay. So now we can go for the match wars. It might be the last match of our race wars. It will be the Tech. Oh, sorry, I should just copy paste it. Tech versus Eon. The game on Sniper's Reach. And as you probably hear, we are starting with the game and we will have the last hope of the Protoss team. The map is Sniper's Reach. I believe this is a pretty good map to make a wall in. Spawning on the top left position as a purple Protoss is a Tech, very good player from DM team. And his opponent will be the player who is fighting for the all kill. And Tech is the last player, the only player who is staying on his way to all kill. So you need to say it, guys. This is pretty impressive stuff to make all kill like that. Avi is saying that he have 0% win rate in BSL RaceWars, but he was playing against a Protoss, and this Protoss was deworld, and this was on the islands, so you should not like be ashamed of this result. Okay, what is going on in this game? Because Tech is going for the pylon, I would say a normal pylon in the natural expansion. These days, fast expansion is totally normal strategy. I remember like in 2005, 2006, double gateway was like more often than fast expansion, but these days fast expansion is much more often, much more often played by the Protoss players. And I'm wondering if Tech knows how to make wall in this map, because sometimes it's pretty sneaky to put like building close to this this cliff, and then I don't know if this is tight or not. For example, you should probably played on this map some games, and then look at Aeon. He's so focused. He's having 600 APM, and what will Tech bring to us? This is the question. Starting with the Forge might mean that Tech don't want to risk the whole game on and base whole game on Zealot Micro. So I believe he will. Oh, but I don't like the cannon before the Nexus, because he would be able probably to make Nexus and cannon then, because this is overpull, not a 9 pull. But he wants to play this game a little bit more safely, and what can I say to you? Maybe this walling will be fine. I mean, it will be not tight here for sure. I'm wondering if it is tight here, and this is probably like Battlecruiser not tight. Battlecruiser could walk over here if he would not fly. So this gap here is huge, but the gap here is like Zealot will be able to pass through here, and I don't know if this is Zealot tight or even Link tight maybe. I don't know, but we will find out probably, because Aeon is mining gas already, and if he will mine 100 gas, he will probably try to make a pull speed for the links. I really like that Tech is still keeping his probe alive. This is very important. Because but somehow he lost his probe in a weird way. To keep yourself informed, this is very important. And Aeon, of course, is going for the Hydralisk then, and this is the ultimate punishment for not keeping your probe alive. If Tech would keep his probe alive, Aeon would not be able to do anything like that. He wasn't even planning to do it, I believe. He wanted to go for an urban game, but when he saw that Tech lost his probe, he said, what the hell, I might even make like 4 Hydralisks and try to snipe the buildings and then go for an Echo for some cannons. But I really like the micro of Tech. He's microing very nicely. I mean, he killed only 2 links, but he damaged one very badly. So this Zealot should be able to do much more work, and I think living with this Zealot is very important for him, because he might be able to scout something with that. Of course, Aeon, this is 8 drones here, 9 drones here, and so this is 83, I would say, and there is hatchery, so this is not even like all-in strategy. I think he will make just like 4 or 5 Hydralisks. It don't look to me like this is all-in, but what the hell do I know? Maybe he will be able to win only with the Hydralisks without like making it intentionally. Won by accident. And now there will be the panic mode. Where is the panic mode? Okay, not the very good position. The Hydra can snipe it. Okay, so I believe it will be extremely hard to defend it. Maybe he will be able to do it because there are only 5 Hydralisks. The Zealots and probes are fighting. Tech is very nicely buying some time for himself, but he still needs to buy a time until this cannon will be done, because otherwise he will die. I mean, for me it looks like he is dead, but I don't know what else he can do. GG, and it looks like Aeon did it. Aeon made all kill, and he will be our first all-kill champion. Do you think he deserves any award from us? Maybe some interview. What do you think? Should we interview Aeon right now? Or maybe he's very tired, so maybe all he wants to do is rest right now. So, yeah. Good work, Aeon. I will just update the scores. So, only one Zerg was needed today, and this Zerg was Aeon Zerg, and he made all kill. He killed every Protoss and every Terran. He killed every Protoss and every Terran without any problem, and this is incredible. I mean, this is not even like... He won 8 games. He won against Terror, he won against Arcneon, against Cryok, against Oya, Marvin, DeWalt, and Dandy. And at the end, he won with Mr. Tech. So this is impressive stuff, and wow. Wow. This is impressive from Aeon. And of course, he is a captain, so he will have a choice to decide what he will do with the prize pool, because for the Terran prize pool I send it to the Cryok, and now I will send it to Aeon. So I think Aeon is still streaming, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see if I can host him. Yeah, Aeon is still streaming, boys, so I will be able to... This will be his reward. So... Incredible. Incredible. So thank you for watching, and... What can I need to sum up something for you, and then I will host Mr. Aeon. Today we wrote the brackets. The first match of our round of 8 will be Dandy versus True Touch. Then we will have Nagwin versus DeWalt. Then Aeon versus Kare, and Koget versus Terror. So for me these are very interesting matches, and I'm really happy that we are not having too much TVT. At least now. So we are having TVZ, PVZ, ZVT, and TVT, and Nagrim is very strong ZVP player, so this all will be best of 5. So I hope you are looking into these matches and you want to see these matches. The round of 8 will be on Saturday on 5 p.m. CST, because we will start earlier. We will start earlier because I will have to cast 4 best of 5s. So it might mean that I will be dead after that. So you should then help Carol chat, like, I don't know, to play Protoss, because I will not be able to teach her. And good job from Mr. Aeon, congratulations to him again, and yeah, go and watch our Today RaceWars King, and we will see each other on Saturday. And of course on Thursday we will have Chobo League, but I think it might be even hosted by our friend Vincent. I don't know yet. I need to figure it out. I have too much stuff to do with BSL. Last 2 weeks we have Saturday, Sunday, and even Thursday and Tuesday. So I mean, almost every day is for BSL, and I need to like still put the news and organize stuff. So But I will try to manage it as soon as possible, and see you on Saturday, and good luck watching Eon.